It's another beautiful day in the Galactic Empire, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by, and I got some good news to share with you all today in regards to the First Order. The General Hux and Sith Trooper kit reveal are happening today, and this is kind of good because the other day I shared some slightly unfortunate news that the developers said they really don't have any plans to rework the First Order faction, but luckily from looking at the kits of General Hux and Sith Trooper, they're going to provide a lot of bonuses. So First Order lovers out there, you should be able to get some big bang for your buck out of these two new characters. So hopping into it, we see that General Hux, the developers even say themselves, that General Hux is supposed to be kind of like a Thrawn-like character with lots of manipulation, as well as a lot of bonuses being provided for your team. We'll check it out in a second here. And oddly enough, Kylo Ren Unmasked will no longer have a monopoly, it seems like, on the First Order leadership, because as we see right here, General Hux is going to be a leader and a support character for the First Order. And look at this ruthless First Order support that can prevent enemies from counter-attacking. That is huge, because one thing for sure, Commander Luke Skywalker, Underdog it in Grand Arena, get some big bang for your buck banners. Who knows if the anti-counterattacks might slow that down, especially Resistance. They counterattack as well. So that right there, just reading the first line, First Order lovers are going to understand that is going to be a nice little addition to your crew. So let's start off with the basic commanding shot. Deal special damage to a target enemy and gain 25% turn meter if this attack is a critical hit. And if you remember a while ago, a couple months ago, they started reworking how the advantage status effect works. It looks like they were kind of reworking that in preparation for the First Order, because advantage is still going to be a core attribute for the First Order. If this attack is a critical hit, General Hux gains advantage for 2 turns if he didn't have already. Well, what does advantage do? It gives you a critical hit. Well, if you get a critical hit, with advantage, you're just going to keep getting advantage over and over and over again. So hopefully this is going to be pretty nice for Hux to keep getting turn meter quite frequently, because for a support character, you want him taking a lot of turns so they can help out your team. As we see here, moving over to oppressive fire with a cooldown of 3, we see Hux in the leadership role in this little animation. General Hux gains 10% turn meter. Nothing too special yet. If General Hux has advantage, he loses it and dispels all buffs from all enemies. So we have a mass buff dispel for the First Order finally, which can't be evaded. Then call all other First Order allies to assist, dealing 25% more damage. So now we finally have basically a Commander Cody, General Veers, Mother Talzin like thing. A lot of these core big teams out there, not big, but at least these core teams that we have for a variety of factions, they have a mass assist capability. And now the First Order is going to get a mass assist as well. When you combine all the basics from these guys, it's going to be kind of nice seeing how this works out. So this is kind of nice. Mass buff the spell and the mass assist. Whew! And normally they're a little stingy. And when you do mass assist like Kenobi, they reduce how much damage you do. Well, here, if you call all other First Order allies to assist, they're going to deal 25% more damage. So they're giving you extra damage. So this should help kind of compensate for the lack of rework that the First Order seems to not be getting. Devious Scheme, cooldown of 3. Dispel all debuffs on all First Order and Sith allies, which I don't know if this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler here, but I don't want to talk too much about the trailer because I know some people get very touchy about it. If you guys seen the trailer, maybe this is going to be helpful for things like the big Palpatine. And grant them advantage for 2 turns. If Sith Trooper already had advantage, he is called to assist. So this is kind of why you want to have that Sith Trooper. You're going to have a character that's going to be frequently assisting off Hux. And just seeing that they're integrating the Sith Trooper's kit, I really want to know how they're going to make Sith Trooper work with other characters out there in the game. I guess we'll find out shortly. And the leader ability, bow to the First Order. Basic attacks of the First Order allies deal 50% more damage right there. We talked about this the other day, that yeah, characters get outdated, but you just need one good character to really juice them all up, such as Ki-Adi-Mundi, and you should be able to get some work done. The First Order already has okay damage, bolstering by 50% and adding things like the extra 25% that we see up here. We should be able to get some good damage output flowing out of this team. General Hux gains dominance, a new effect in this game. We'll read it in a second. At the start of the encounter and at the start of each of his turns, if he didn't have it already, which can't be dispelled or prevented, dominance expires at the end of the turn whenever General Hux is critically hit. So what does dominance do? Enemies can't counter attack. That is huge. So you're going to want to hit this guy. You want to critically hit him, so you basically turn him off, make him cower away. Because Hux, as we kind of talked about in some other videos, he's not really the most alpha dude out there. So just kind of scare him a little bit, and he loses dominance, and therefore you drop the anti-counterattacks. First Order allies have 100% counter chance and plus 50% critical damage. So we have 50% damage on basics through the lead, 25% extra damage from that mass assist ability, plus 50% critical damage when dominance is active. First Order might be hitting pretty dang hard, ladies and gentlemen. And the anti-counterattack, that really helps out. So, I mean, from looking at it, you're going to want to knock down Hux, get rid of dominance as fast as possible. And the only way to really stop that is by having characters like hopefully Sith Trooper or the First Order Stormtrooper kind of protect them a little bit. So we'll get to that in a second. And then unique 1, the only unique on his kit. And if I'm reading this correctly, only 1 Zeta for this character, not even a Zeta on the lead. So that's actually going to be quite nice. That's a great leader for a faction that might be revitalize them for no Zetas at all. But the Zeta on the unique, Boundless Ambition. General Hux gains advantage for 2 turns at the start of each encounter. So again, he's going to get lots of advantage. We already know he gets a lot of bonuses from advantage when we right up above more. While General Hux has advantage, enemies can't gain bonus turn meter. That's big. Anti-counterattacking, anti-bonus turn meter. Big big damage bonuses here. Mass buff the spell. This looks like a solid character, guys. I don't know exactly where it's going to fit in the game, but First Order is kind of a C grade faction. Or if you saw my video when I ranked all the teams, they're a chromium-based team in the game. So middle of the rung team. This could bump them up. 1, I don't know about 2 steps, but maybe for sure at least 1 step up in a bracket. This is looking like a very solid character, and I know there's a lot of First Order fanboys out there. First Order for life. I bet they're just getting so hard like a baby on Christmas. Sith Trooper, who is going to be an attacker character. Woo! This is going to look like a lot of fun. It's going to look like a lot of fun. Elite Trooper with powerful First Order and Sith synergy and high damage potential. I mean, I know we're really only seeing it with Hux. I kind of want to talk about more because I just know people are going to get triggered when I talk about my other ideas that I have. I'm just going to say, you know what? I want to see how this is going to work with things like Palpatine down the line. Having a Sith and a First Order tag really opens up the doorway a lot for this character. Let's go ahead and read it. Sith Strike. Deal physical damage to target enemy. If this attack is a critical hit, which First Order gets a lot of advantage, Sith Trooper gains critical hit immunity for 2 turns. So when he hits you hard, it's going to be hard to hit him back. Vengeance Blast, a cooldown of 3, deal physical damage to all enemies, and this attack deals 50% more damage for each currently defeated First Order or Sith ally. This is kind of something that Stormtrooper, the Imperial Stormtrooper, should have been like, because it doesn't threaten you at all. The more people you're taking out, the deadlier the Trooper becomes. That is exactly what's going on here. We don't see the damage numbers here. I love the animation they have going on here. So if you're trying to take out Hux first, or some of these other characters are going to be annoying you, the Sith Trooper is going to become more deadly on the field. 50% more damage for each currently defeated First Order Sith ally. Holy cow. And I don't know if this is going to double dip. So let's say, for example, okay, we're going to speculate. I'm sorry for those who haven't seen the trailer, but let's say Palpatine gets a First Order tag as well. Does that count too? Let's say Palpatine gets knocked down. Does it count because he has a First Order and Sith ally tag? I don't quite know how that's going to work, but I kind of just want to see how much damage this bad boy is going to do. And then Resurgent Power, cooldown of 3, dispel all debuffs on all First Order and Sith allies and grant them advantage for 2 turns. So Hux has a mass buff the spell already. That's huge. Mass assist. Now we're going to get a mass cleansing for the turn. And plus we're going to get advantage. And we already know there's 5 million layers to advantage for the First Order. If Sith Trooper already had advantage, he is called to assist. So he's doing his own thing. He's already cleansing everyone on the team, both First Order and Sith allies. I mean, oh, the Sith tag is so huge. We have things like Darth Maul lead, then you have Palpatine lead, then you have obviously Darth Revan and all these other Sith out there. A mass cleanse for Sith. We really do not have a mass cleanse for Sith allies out there. I mean, geez, the theory crafting potential for this character is looking pretty darn good. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about it for 20 plus minutes here. And this right here, Emperor's Legacy, has a Zeta, only 1 Zeta. It's nice that between these 2 characters, only 2 Zetas needed, people. That is fantastic. At the start of the battle, Sith Trooper gains advantage for 2 turns if the leader is a First Order or Sith. Man, that's huge. While Sith Trooper has advantage, he has plus 50% critical damage. So we already saw all that other stuff. Imagine him having the 50% critical damage. He has advantage, so he's guaranteed a critical hit. He took out a lot of First Order or Sith allies. He's going to do monster damage. This should have been what Death Trooper was. Death Trooper is not nearly as deadly as this guy. I'm kind of a bit bummed here. Whenever another First Order or Sith ally scores a critical hit or stuns an enemy, Sith Trooper is called to assist, limited to once per turn, and I wonder who stuns. Well, Kylo Ren, both of the Kylo Ren stun. Palpatine stuns a lot. I want to know if they're going to be doing something with Palpatine. I am getting excited with the potential of Palpatine and the stuns. I'm sorry for those who haven't seen the trailer. I'm going all out on it. I want to see Palpatine get some rework sometime soon. And I mean, it's Sith, just having that Sith the First Order tag, he's going to get tons of Terminated through a Palpatine lead. He's going to be helping Palpatine quite a lot with the assists when enemies are being stunned. And whenever another First Order or Sith ally is defeated, the cooldown of Vengeance Blast is reset. Then Sith Trooper gains advantage for 1 turn and takes a bonus turn. This character looks insanely good. If it was just contained to the First Order, I don't think I'd be freaking out as much. I mean, it's still good, but the fact that it's Sith and First Order opens up the doorway for so many things. Let's say you take out General Hux, kind of a target you kind of want to be going first, it seems. He's going to take a bonus turn. So he's going to quickly go right away and do this big attack. So it's not like the problem with mechanics like that sometimes, that those deadly mechanics is like, all right, whatever, I have 5 more turns before they finally do their big thing. But the problem is, you take out someone right away, he's gonna just come back and punish you for putting down Kylo Ren or General Hux or maybe even Palpatine. This is a fantastic character. I mean, wow. Again, I think we're gonna have to wait and see how all this really pans out. I mean, I know he's not a tank, so he's not going to be tanking for General Hux, but he's kind of like an annoying B2 / Jedi Anakin type of thing, where you can't quite ignore him. You can't stop him, things like days. And it's like the B2 just keeps coming and getting in your way. It kind of seems like the Sith Trooper is trying to do the same thing here. A lot of potential. And I think we're just scratching at the surface, guys, with just these initial thoughts running through my mind. But I got to say, it's been a while since a character reveal kind of brought a lot of excitement and interesting theory crafting potential. For those who love the First Order, man, I think we're going to be in for quite a ride here. I know the First Order not getting rework sucks, but between General Hux and the Sith Trooper, there's a lot of potential. And plus the fact that there's Sith synergy being baked in here, I think the Sith Trooper is going to have some all-around viability for quite a while in this game, because he can bounce between so many teams out there just from initial thoughts here. I'm really excited to see what this is going to be like, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down below. How are you guys feeling? Especially, I want to hear from my First Order boys and gals out there who love their faction. They've been looking for love. Yes, no reworks happening. Yes, these most likely are going to be marquee characters, so pay to play for a little bit of time. But gradually over time, we will be able to get these in a free-to-play fashion, I presume, and make this faction a bit more lively. And just beyond the theory crafting right now, I want to know what's going to happen in the next few weeks, and if these characters are going to get even better when we see maybe other reworks for important characters happen in the game. Wink, wink, wink. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did enjoy, comment down below on your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Peace out, everyone.